Well, we're in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 14 through 18. A very important message for both young people who are considering marriage and for people that are going into business for themselves or with partners. Here's what it says in 2 Corinthians 6:14 through 18. Do not be bound together with unbelievers. For what partnership has righteousness and lawlessness? Or what fellowship has light and darkness? Or what harmony has Christ with Belial? Or what has a believer in common with an unbeliever? Or what agreement has a temple of God with idols? For we are the temple of the living God, just as God said, I will dwell in them and walk among them, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. When we're dating, it's important that we are dating someone who has the same values and beliefs that we have. It's true that we have to be in the world, and there's no problem in being available to be a friend to someone as a non-believer, but we have to be careful that that friendship doesn't become a partnership, as in marriage or as in a business partner. We have to be careful that when we go into those kind of relationships, that we have people that we have the same values, the same standards, the same ultimate goals in life. Otherwise, there'll surely be difficulty. And if we can't influence them towards our belief and our lifestyle, they might influence us to theirs. And that's a great danger. So when we continue to think about those business transactions, those relationships, it's important for us to remember that we're not to be unequally yoked. That is, we're not to enter into partnerships that are ones of contrast between God's righteousness and His standards and values and the world's standards and values. I think that's one of the messages that Dabo Swinney and his quarterback and many others who have reached notoriety have said that they don't want to compromise their standards. And so it's very, very important for us to realize that there's always that danger when we enter into that relationship. We got to be in the world, but we don't want to be of the world. We need to try to influence, and certainly I would not have gotten saved if it hadn't been for Lois taking a chance, but it was a chance, especially when she started to have strong feelings for me, that I would not find the same values and standards that she had. And thankfully she had the wisdom to wait until she saw whether or not I would adopt her standards and values, which were God's standards and values really, before she would say, I do. And I didn't know that, but I certainly know it now, that she never would have entered into that relationship with me had it not been for the fact that I found Christ as my Savior. And certainly I've been a couple of opportunities that I've had to enter into job relationships with those that didn't have the same values and standards that I did. And those situations didn't work well. However, when I took my last secular job, the vice president that hired me had prayer with me the day that I reported for my first day of work. That gave me a good indication of the kind of people that I was going to be working with and for. So I hope you think about that, especially if you're a young person today and you're thinking about dating, or you're thinking about opening a business of your own, or going into a partnership with someone in business, that you'll give serious consideration to 2 Corinthians 6:14 through 18. God bless you and have a great day.